What is up, you beautiful backup channel sons of bitches? Yeah, I can cuss over here on the backup channel. I can say wordy dirts and not have to edit them out. This channel ain't monetized. Yeah, well, let's start it off with a good old fuck you, Johnny Gobble. It's got a nice ring to it, don't it? Speaking of that moron, I meant when I said that, he's not getting another breath of oxygen on my main channel. And then it dawned on me today, I got a backup channel with probably more engagement than that fucking channel anyway. God, I can even say the R word over here. I love this channel. I might cut that one out. Anyway, look, this is the reason that I'm not giving him no more oxygen on my main channel, because I've got a lot of new people coming in there. I just got a message the other day from an instructor of a local school that stumbled across my page and found me through Facebook because he remembered me from school. And he's like, dude, I've showed every instructor this video of yours about Artemis and the space shuttle bullshit. I hesitated to even say bullshit because I'm so used to not cussing. So anyway, listen, I don't want to feed a whole school of people and an old instructor Johnny Gobble's dumb shit. They don't need to see him step all over his kid's back to get a leg up online. It's disgusting. Nobody wants to see it, honestly. And it's so unbelievable because here's what he'll do. He'll bring his kids in the situation, in the equation, step on their back to get literally a half-inch taller, and then when the shit hits the fan and he looks like a fool, then it's, well, y'all brought my kids into, I'm not gonna hurt my kids. And look, man, this is the reason that I came on here to do this. He's already dirty deleted it. After throwing your daughter dead center of this shit that has nothing to do with it, nobody's ever spoke to your daughter, nobody's ever reached out to your fucking daughter. You threw her in the middle of it, got proven a liar, and within 24 hours, turned on your other kid. Yeah, that's Johnny Gobble right there.
My question is, why you're not showing who the person you spoke to? Why ain't you showing that, Got You Wallet? Because it was my son, wasn't it? Just like my daughter said. You and my son was trying to coerce her in to giving you information about me.
Hang in there, because it gets worse. But imagine throwing your daughter in the mix, injecting her right in the center of it, and going, oh, well, you guys on the internet, my daughter, and it's all a big circle. And then, when that doesn't work out for you, immediately go, well, that was my son you were talking to, huh? You fucking moron. I've never spoken to your son, and I've never spoken to your daughter. And it's pathetic that you could call yourself any kind of a father and start that rumor. And then go on with it and come online and say, well, I'll let you say it, Father of the Year.
It's proof right there. You won't show the name of the person that sent the message to you. And she didn't say nothing out of the way to me.
Yeah, that's Johnny math right there in the making, folks. It's proof that that's his son that I talked to about trying to talk to his daughter, because I wouldn't show who reached out to me. Which somebody reached out to me, literally, it's 2 years ago. I thought it was 3. 2 years ago, somebody reached out to me and said, hey, this guy is such a piece of shit father that his daughter, that has nothing to do with him, would love to confide in you and tell you some shit or come up on your videos or whatever and talk shit on Johnny. And I said, no thank you. And that's as far as it went. Never spoke to his daughter, never spoke to his son. But that's Johnny logic. And I know I said it gets worse, and it does. And sorry for prolonging it. But yeah, he was like, that's proof right there that you spoke to my son. God, Johnny logic is incredible.
She said that she talked to you, actually. Where's that proof at? Show the message of you actually speaking to her, a 16-year-old girl.
Well, your daughter's the one that made the wild accusation that I talked to her in front of you because you cornered her to lie. So a better question is, how about you have your daughter show those messages, right? Since I've done this thing, since I talked to somebody that was 16 years old and you're willing to say it like it's a fact, how about your fucking daughter put that out there? Huh? Or is your daughter just a lying piece of shit just like you? Anyway, you had some fun stuff to say about your son, so I'm not going to put it off anymore.
You won't do it, will you? You won't show the person that you was speaking to that reached out to her? And I bet you it was my son. The one that tried to sleep with her. The one that tried to, yeah. The one that tried to sleep with his own sister. Yeah, got your wallet. That's who you was supporting at the time. That's who you was trying to get him to reach out to her to get an interview with you.
And there it is. Imagine being such a low-life scumbag piece of shit that you bring your daughter into your own internet drama, stirred up bullshit that you created because you're a bum and don't like being called out as a bum. You bring her into it and force her to lie for you to make you look better, right? To get a leg up. And then when that didn't work for you, come on there and say some disgusting shit like that about your only other child that you supposedly donated sperm for. It's incredible. And that's just the kind of low-life piece of shit level of a human being that I am never giving any breath on my main channel again. You are such a dirtbag piece of shit, dude. It's unbelievable. It really is to me. I seen you post that shit, dirty delete it in the middle of the night, and I've debated for the last 2 days almost whether or not I'm going to show that, and it needs to be shown. You need to be outed as the piece of shit that you are. Neither one of them kids deserve to be brought in the world and associated with you whatsoever.
Quit lying. You're trying your best to point out everything that I've done wrong, but what you can't do is accept accountability for your actions. You're a weirdo. You like watching people's kids on TikTok, and you like trying to get a hold of 16-year-old girls.
And if that ain't the conundrum that you've caught yourself in going on 5 years now, wondering why the internet still hates you, and you can't have anybody on your side but that fucking swollen face that Stacey Cheney bitch, right? Or fucking what's his name, Tyrone Sampson, aka fucking whatever that stand-up comic that failed and was doing it for hot dogs. You're a loser, dude. And the only people that'll ever come over there and even entertain your loser ass are people that couldn't make it in other communities because they're also fucking losers, right? And you keep on asking yourself, well, I just don't understand why I've just been standing still for the last 5 years. Everybody else around me is advanced except for me. And literally everybody around you. Your wife and all of them have advanced. You sit in the same stank that you made 5 years ago and have the nerve to sit on here and say, you take accountability for trying to talk to 16-year-old girls. Look, in order to say some shit like that, you have to have some sort of proof of it. And here's the other thing. I actually wrestled with putting out the screenshot of that message of a third party telling me that your fucking daughter wanted to talk to me. I struggled with doing that because I didn't want to bring any heat her way. But the fact that she's willing to lie and then double down, lying, being cornered is one thing, but doubling down and a day or so later in the background of your video saying, yeah, he talked to me and he did this. You know what? Hey, she's an adult now too. And if you want to fuck around and play adult games on the internet, then you can get adult consequences. All right. So look, I don't care if it's your daughter or not. If she's fucking 19 years old and wants to come online and lie and fucking try to ruin people's reputations by saying that they were trying to get a hold of her when she was 16, she can get just what you get, Johnny. So have a conversation with little baby girl there and ask her if that's what she really wants. Because I tell you, man, it ain't fun. You could tell her all about that, right? How not fun it is.
You can say what you want right there. Whatever you said to Cameron when you talked to him and he was reaching out to her, him of age, and her 16, still looks weird.
Weird? I got weird for you. How about never having anything to do with your kids, not busting a grape to help raise them or support them in any way, and then just using them later in life for internet cool points? Now that's fucking weird.
You know, this is the thing. There's already proof out there that you were connected and reaching out to my son and all this. I mean, in the past, you have admitted that you have talked to him and my ex-wife and all this and that.
Again, fascinating stuff. Fascinating specimen. I've never seen somebody say there's proof of that with so much confidence. Where have I ever spoken to your son in the past? And where's this proof at? See, the difference between me and you always wonder why people like me more than they like you. Because when I speak on something, usually the clip cuts and then the proof comes right after. or the proof is overlaid picture in picture on top of what I'm saying. You, on the other hand, you just sit on the porch with a fucking cigarette your wife bought you and just make shit up. And then again, wonder why nobody I've never spoken to your son about anything. You've got me confused with Mike 12 Point. You know that guy that has picked on you and scarred you so bad that you hold his opinion to such a high regard. And the only thing you got in common with him is you and him are the only two that are still head over heels for a rotten tooth, washed up fucking country rapper. Yeah, you guys are the only two that are still holding out hope that he'll bounce back. A dude that can't even make a dentist appointment and get his rotten teeth fixed is far from a comeback, fellas. But yeah, you got proof of it, huh? Well, won't you, listen, he's your son. Won't you call and ask him? Or will you just have him lie just like your fucking daughter?
I mean, now why wouldn't you try to reach out to her? Why wouldn't you? You're already actively, the messages that you're putting out was messages from him.
Actually, they weren't. But you just said, why wouldn't you reach out to my... Which is it? Did I reach out to her or not? And look, if one of my adult kids came to me and said, hey, this dude from the internet, Dad, was trying to reach out to me a few years ago, and I had full-blown conversations with him. Before I would come online and say it as if it's fact, I'm making my kid pull those messages up. But not at the Johnny house. You're teaching her well, man. Teach her to lie. Teach her to be a piece of shit, just like old Dad, right? And I'm not playing with you when I say, look, this is a promise. Your daughter's going to keep my fucking name out of her mouth and quit lying about some conversation that I never had with her, or she can get the same treatment that you get. And that's a gotcha man promise. Fuck you, Johnny Gobble.
She said last night that you and my son was trying to coerce her into coming on the internet or get an interview.
Real quick show of hands. How many people have seen me, the Gotcha Man, on either channel ever do a fucking interview? Just real quick. You haven't. I've never done an interview, dumbass.